My microphone is right here. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome one, welcome all to the NBA Finals. Game one of the NBA Finals. And of course, who's going to start off the scoring? The MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, hits the layup, starting the scoring here in game one of the NBA Finals. Oh, this should be a good one. We hope it's a good one. We hope it's a competitive one. It's a good matchup. Nembhard, three, in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Dort. So yeah, I'm hoping this is a good NBA Finals. Everyone's free to just, write this off and just say it's going to be quick. I hope that's not the case. Chet Holmgren, aggressive drive to the basket, results in a layup. Quick 4-0 advantage here for the Thunder. Siakam with the ball, being guarded by Dort, nearly lost it. Then he did lose it. But then he got it back and gave it to Halliburton. Halliburton to the corner to Nesmith. Nesmith for three, no good. Early on, we're seeing some good defense here by the Oklahoma City Thunder. The number one team in the NBA. The best defensive team in the NBA. An historically great defensive team who has the MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have a chance to win a championship here. And they can start it all off by handling business. Start it off by handling business right here in game one. 4-0 advantage early on here for the Thunder. Shai's got the ball. He's going to drive. Shai hands it to Dort. Dort, mid-range. It's no good. Rebound goes to Nesmith. Here comes Halliburton. We hope that this is a great series. We hope it's a competitive series. Halliburton puts up his first shot. No good. Rebound goes to Williams. J-Dub coming up the court. 4-0 advantage here. He pops the three, and he puts it in. 7-0 start here for the number one seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Nembhard to Turner. Turner gets fouled. He's going to the free throw line. Rick Carlisle needs to call timeout. He's not going to call it this early. He's not going to call it this early. He's not going to call it here. That's a bit too early for that. He will call it. Once it gets close to that double digit, once it gets to double digits, that's when you feel, and there's Miles. Oh, what? He bricked a free throw that just bounced in. Oof. And that's how the scoring is going to begin for the Indiana Pacers, Eastern Conference Finals champions. Well, just Eastern Conference champions. Turner misses the second free throw. And the ball gets tipped out by Nesmith. Out of bounds, it will be Thunder ball. I hope this series goes the distance. I really do, because we need it to go the distance. I'm going to be honest. We all need this to go the distance. It would be horrible if this is a 4 or 5 game series. Dort with the ball. Get to the J-Dub. J-Dub drives. J-Dub, mid-range. No good. Rebound goes to Siakam. Siakam with the ball. Gets it to Halliburton. Halliburton to Turner. Turner to Nesmith. Nesmith back to Halliburton. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He gets it to Siakam. Siakam's got a mismatch. He puts up the shot and it's good. First basket scored here for the Pacers, and it's by Eastern Conference Finals MVP Pascal Siakam. Lou Dort for three. He can't hit. Rebound goes to Nembhard. Nembhard driving to the basket. And he travels. He got bumped by Dort, but it wasn't enough contact to call a foul, and it just seemed like he stopped. He got bumped. It looked like he was waiting to see if he would get a foul call, and that caused him to travel. I'm a Pacers fan. I would love Pacers in 7 or Thunder in, well, you wouldn't want to, if you're a Pacers fan, you wouldn't want to see the Thunder win. Yeah, I mean, if Pacers lose it, it'll probably be in 6. So yeah, you're a Pacers fan. You would love if the Pacers win, but it'll probably have to be in 7. You don't see it happening any other way other than the Pacers winning this in 7 games. I got you. Halliburton with the ball. 7-3 game. Gets it to Nesmith. Nesmith drives. Nesmith gets covered. He tries to get it to Turner. He turns the ball over. Good defense. Chet tried to get it to J-Dub, and it's a turnover. Early mistake here. OKC is nasty on defense. Hey, they're historically great defense. Historically great defense this year. That's how great they've been this year. Defensively. Best defense in the league for a reason. Nembhard with the ball. Nembhard nearly pops a three, gets it to Siakam. Siakam with the mismatch. Siakam shot. Good. This is a chance for Siakam to really take over. I think this finals for the Pacers, it has to start and finish with Pascal Siakam because he's been here before. SGA for three. He splashes it. OKC up 10-5. But yeah, I think for the Pacers, offensively, it starts and ends with Pascal Siakam. He's the only one of the team with finals experience. He won a championship with Kawhi and the Raptors a few years back. Nice shot by Miles Turner. He's the only one with real championship experience. So he's been in the finals. He's played on this stage before. He knows what he's doing. So he's got to set the tone offensively, and the rest of the guys have to follow suit. Halliburton with the rebound here. 3-point lead here for the Thunder. Siakam to Nembhard. Nembhard to tie the game. He splashes it. Timeout. We are all tied at 10. We are all tied at 10. Timeout Thunder. 7:07 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's 10-all. Offensively, this has to be Siakam's series. Siakam got to win Finals MVP. If the Pacers are going to win this, it's going to be because of Pascal Siakam. Obviously, Halliburton's just got to be the same guy he's been throughout the postseason. That's what you need. That's what you need. That's what you need. Halliburton just being Halliburton. But in terms of scoring capability, it has to be Siakam. He's been in this moment. He's been on this stage. He's played in an NBA Finals. He's won a championship. He knows what it's like to play on this stage. He has to set the tone offensively in terms of scoring, and everyone else got to follow suit. I was wrong. Pacers should save the timeout because they forced OKC. Yeah, I mean, it's too early to call a timeout. Unless you see your opponent go on a 10. If it was 10-0 or 11-0, then you call timeout. But 7-0, that's what, 2 threes or a 3 and 2 twos. A 3 and 2 layups or 3 and 2 jump shots, and you're back in it. So it was too early to call that timeout. Rick Carlisle was not going to call a timeout because of a 7-0 start. If it was an 11-0 start, yeah, you call a timeout because now you're down 5 possessions. Or at least you're down at minimum 4 possessions. So you would need to call timeout. Try to settle yourself in because at that point you've missed a good chunk of shots. Yeah, it was too early for Rick Carlisle to call timeout. At the end of the day, I've always said it. Basketball is a series of runs. I've been saying this for years on this channel. Basketball is a series of runs, especially when it comes to the playoffs. It's a series of runs. It's a series of runs. Teams are going to go on their runs. You'll go on your runs. They'll go on their runs. It's a series of runs. You just got to be able to deal with it and keep it to a good pace. Now, once it gets to 20 plus, now you got to lock in. But in this era of basketball, 20-point leads don't last. What did you think of Tom Thibodeau being fired by the Knicks? Who do you think they hire? It'd be easy to say Michael Malone that they would try to target him. I don't know who they're going to hire. It would have to be somebody with championship pedigree. I would definitely say it would be a coach with championship pedigree in terms of somebody that they can actually believe in. So no, it wouldn't be Doc Rivers. No, it wouldn't be Doc Rivers if he was to get fired, which he's, you know how that's going. But yeah, they need somebody. I was just making that joke because every time we say we need someone with championship pedigree, oh, Doc Rivers got plenty of that. He won a championship in 08, but yeah, but in all honesty, I don't know who they're going to look for. It's going to be a coach with some level of championship pedigree. That's who they're going to target. But in terms of Thibodeau being fired, I'm not surprised that they fired him, but I didn't think they'd fire him for losing to the Pacers. Because if you were watching how the Knicks were playing throughout the season, they didn't beat a single top-tier team. They lost to all the top tier teams. They literally lost to all the top tier teams. So you couldn't look at them and take them seriously. But then you get to the playoffs and they beat the Celtics in the second round and advance to the conference finals for the first time in 25 years. You would think doing that would be enough to at least secure his job for this upcoming season. And then if he does nothing next year, you'd fire him. But they sat back and said, we got to the conference finals. We got as much as we could get from Thibodeau. People were constantly talking about how this guy is not the coach to help you win a championship. I said that myself. He's not a coach that's going to lead you to the promised land. People were constantly criticizing the fact that he doesn't use his bench or even develop his bench. He doesn't use his bench. He doesn't develop a bench. He doesn't do any of that stuff. So people were literally pointing out his deficiencies and some of the mistakes that he made that ultimately cost his team in the conference finals. And when you put all that together, the Knicks sat back and said, you know what, you're right. We got to move on from him. So I'm not surprised that he got fired. I'm surprised he got fired now. I thought it would have to happen after next year if they didn't get it done. But he got you to the conference finals. It is what it is, though. He brought the Knicks back into relevancy. You appreciate what he did for them. Shea to the basket. Puts the shot in. 12-10 advantage here for the Thunder. 6:13 left to go here in the first quarter. Miles Turner with the ball. He gets it to Halliburton. Halliburton gets it to Nembhard. Nembhard gets it to Turner. Turner gets it back to Nembhard. Nembhard gonna drive. Nembhard to Turner. Turner stripped. Good defense all around. They swarmed and stripped the hell out of that basketball with ease. SGA misses the jump shot, but Lou Dort got the rebound. There was 3 Pacers players there, and Lou Dort comes up with the rebound. Good defense. Good defense by the Pacers. They forced the turnover. Ball goes out of bounds off of Dort. It's going to be Pacers ball. 12-10 game here. Nembhard with the ball being guarded. Oh, whoa. Can't grab his arm. Turner steps back for 3. He can't hit it. Rebound goes to J-Dub. 5.5 left to go here in the first quarter. SGA with the ball. And SGA gets called. No, SGA just called. He got the call. He got fouled. He's going to the line. But they're going to say it was on the ground, so it won't be a shooting foul. They pay him well. I'll say Jay Wright from Villanova. We'll see what happens. Or Villanova, excuse me. We'll see what happens. So excited for this game. Me too, my man. Me too. This Tibbs got screwed. He should have had one more season. I mean, he went and gave them back-to-back 51 seasons and an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. A lot of it has to deal with them not feeling that. Maybe it's because they look at this and say the window is very short. Chet with the layup. No good. Offensive rebound. The Thunder got 2 offensive rebounds on this possession and a foul was called. If the Pacers are not going to rebound the ball here, they'll be in big trouble. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. Tibbs absolutely should have had an opportunity to stay after taking them to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I'm thinking the Thunder are looking at this and saying, we have a very short window with this core. If we can't win a championship with these guys now, we're in trouble. We can't afford to wait. SGA with the layup. Beautiful move, and Rick Carlisle does not like what he sees. He's calling a timeout right here. 4:59 left to go. OKC up 14-10, and the first timeout taken here by the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, it's just the Knicks apparently looked at this and said, we've got Brunson, we've got Cat, we've got Bridges, we've got OG, we've got pieces that we traded for. We gave up a lot to turn this roster into a championship roster. We got to the Eastern Conference Finals, going up against a Pacers team that nobody believes should be there. We have more talent. We have home court advantage. We should have won that series. And because they lost it, somebody had to pay the price, and it was Thibodeau. Now they're looking at this and saying, we don't know how long this unit's going to be together. Or we don't even know if this unit will be together next year. We got to find a way to capitalize as quickly as possible. So we got to go get the coach that's going to be able to set these guys up to get their best, to be in the best possible position to win the championship as early as next year. So that's why they moved off of Tibbs. It is what it is. I just want to see some good basketball. A lot of finals recently haven't been very close. Well, let's see. Last year, the Celtics won in 5. 2023, the Nuggets beat my Heat in 5. 2022 went to 6 games. Steph Curry's amazing game in game 4 made it great. Not to mention watching the Celtics choke a 2-0 lead was fun. 2021 Milwaukee and Phoenix was fun. 2020 was the bubble. I want my Heat went up against the Lakers. 2019 went to 6. When's the last time we've had a 7-game series in the NBA? Oh, 2016. We've had some decent ones. I thought Bucks and Suns was pretty fun. Bucks and Suns was fun. The Suns took a 2-0 lead, and immediately the Bucks locked in. And Game 5 of that NBA Finals was the best game of the entire series. The play of the season, the play of the finals, Drew Holiday stripping Devin Booker, running down the court, and then throwing a lob to Giannis as he got fouled for the N1. When I saw that, I was like, it's over for CP3. He ain't getting the ring. I saw that. I saw Giannis do that, and I knew they were going to take it back to Milwaukee for Game 6. It's over, dog. It's over. Milwaukee about to win the championship. Giannis about to get his first ring. When I saw that play, I thought Phoenix was cooked because they had already blown a 2-0 lead. It's tied 2-2 apiece. It's a pivotal Game 5 in Phoenix, and then that happens. At that point, I sat back and said, it's over. CP3's last chance of winning a ring was cooked. So I thought Bucks and Suns was entertaining. As a Heat fan, I'm inclined to sit back and say that Lakers and Heat were fun, even though those games weren't relatively close. Same for Nuggets and Heat. Those games weren't relatively close, but it's my team, so I have to show support. Other than that, I think the Bucks and Suns was the last finals I remember being really interesting. Maybe, okay, Warriors and Warriors and Celtics. 2022 Warriors and Celtics was the last time I think you could sit back and say we had a really good finals. Because the last two finals, Nuggets and Heat, me being a Heat fan, biased of course, but Nuggets, Heat, and then Mavericks, Celtics, nobody's going to talk about those final series because they were over in 5. What's there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about in those series. The last time we had a Game 7, though, was in 2016. LeBron and the Cavs came back down 3-1. Prior to that, we didn't have a Game 7. The last Game 7 prior to 2016 was, again, LeBron James in that situation. Miami versus San Antonio. That's still my favorite year of all. My favorite year as a sports fan is that 2012-2013 season. That's my favorite season because the Ravens won the Super Bowl, and then like 5-6 months later, the Heat won the championship. I got to watch both my teams win the championship in the same year, and I still believe that me having that happen to me has put a curse on my teams. I gotta feel that way because Miami's gotten to the finals twice now. And it's been unfortunate circumstances and injuries and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, Baltimore can't get... You know what? This ain't the time. Halliburton for 3. He misses. Rebound goes to Caruso. SGA pops the midi. Can't hit it. Rebound goes to Toppin. Here comes Halliburton. 4-point lead here for the Thunder. Toppin to Neesmith. Well, it was to, I always forget his name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Turnover here for the Pacers. Isaiah Joe pulls up. He hits it. OKC up by 6. Toppin with the ball. There it is, T.J. McConnell. So yeah, T.J. McConnell turned the ball over in the last possession. Now Halliburton's got the ball. It's gonna get deflected. Toppin gets double teamed, and again a turnover. This defense right here by OKC is swarming. 6 turnovers in the first quarter here by the Thunder. Now 6 turnovers forced by this Thunder defense. 6 turnovers forced. Because it's not like they're just being reckless and letting go the ball. No, this is the second time they ended up throwing the ball past the half court. This defense is swarming, and Indiana's having problems finding their footing. SGA, tough shot, no good. Rebound goes to McConnell. DJ McConnell coming down the court, gets to the Halliburton. Halliburton, he's open for 3. Halliburton puts it in. It's a 3-point game. They left him wide open. Halliburton makes his first shot of the game. OKC up by 3, 16-13 with 3:21 left to go here in the first quarter. Caruso for three. He splashes it. OKC back up by 6, 19-13. Toppin turned the ball over again. This Thunder defense has caused 7 turnovers here in the first quarter. 7 turnovers caused. SGA, mid-range, no good. Rebound, Toppin. Here comes Halliburton with the ball now. 2:44 left to go here in the first quarter. Halliburton to Toppin. Toppin's got to be careful. He's been making a lot of mistakes and turning the ball over. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton has space, but an offensive foul is called. Worst possible situation. Halliburton made the 3, but it will not count. Offensive foul on Siakam. That's a moving screen. What's crazy is both teams can thank Paul George for setting things up. Yeah, people have been speaking about that all week leading up to the finals. That Paul George is the reason we have this finals. Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh. Yeah, congrats to Pittsburgh. And yeah, Bateman got a contract. They gave him an extension, so shout out to Bateman. He deserved it. He played well last year. Turn over here by the Thunder. He played well, yeah. He played well last year, proved himself. They gave him a small deal, said, hey, prove it to us. Small 2-year deal. Prove it to us. He proved it to them. He earned his contract. Congrats to him. 8 turnovers here for the Pacers in the first quarter as TJ McConnell slips through the defense and finishes with the layup. 19-15, 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Hartenstein gets stripped, gets the ball back, turns, hook shot. He gets blocked, but a foul is called. So Hartenstein's going to go to the free throw line. This dude, Dort, because he's buff, he always draws offensive fouls from other teams. He's buff, so when he flips, the refs think he actually got hit. I mean, that's just being able to utilize your body to be able to get the contact you need to get the offensive foul. That's just being smart and understanding where you got to be and what you got to do to get the contact for the ref to blow the whistle. That's just smart. Hartenstein hits the first free throw. Well, I'm tired. Hartenstein hits both free throws. OKC up by 6 once again. Mathurin with the ball. Mathurin to Bryant. Bryant to Nembhard. Nembhard for 3. Nembhard with an air ball. He overshot it. Rebound goes to SGA. SGA's going to drive. SGA's going to hesitate, put the shot up. No good. Ball gets rebounded to Hartenstein, and he puts it in. 8-point lead here for the Thunder in the first quarter. The talk of the game is offensive rebounds. And boy, have the Thunder been getting a lot of offensive rebounds. It's leading to second chance points. Siakam's going to get fouled, but the shot's not going to count. Seriously, these offensive rebounds have been helping tremendously. These offensive rebounds have been tremendously helping the Thunder in a lot. Look at this. Siakam nearly gets the rebound there. It goes off of his hands right in the hands of Hartenstein, and he just puts up the layup. What can you do there? Offensive rebound, second chance points. It's not a good thing. If you're the Pacers, you can't be giving that up. Good defense by Caruso. Alex Caruso with the block. 8-point lead here. Here comes SGA. SGA sneaks to the basket, pulls up. He hits it. It's a 10-point lead with a minute left. Rick Carlisle's got to call a timeout. 10-point lead here for the Thunder. Timeout Pacers. They can't get anything going offensively. This OKC defense is locking up. Wow. That's a toughie, man. What can you do there? Defense is locking up, man. Defense is locking up. 2010 NBA Game 7 equals greatest Game 7 of all NBA, Game 7 of an NBA Finals of all time. Debatable. Better than 2013. Again, debatable. And 2016, okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about. I still remember that game. That game was horrible for everybody, efficiency wise. Nobody can make a shot. Nobody can make a shot in Game 7. Everybody was struggling. Kobe was struggling. Paul Pierce was struggling. Ray Allen, KG, Pau Gasol. Everybody was struggling. But that was still an epic Game 7, though. Can't wait to see Lamar, D-Hop, King Henry, and Likely this year. Should be fun. Pacers got to stop these turnovers and rebound the ball. They're just getting out. They're getting outplayed. Yeah, I'm still dealing with it. I have my whole navel here is swollen. So I've been taking medication. It's better, but it doesn't mean it's cured. I gotta finish the medication. I got a whole bunch of pills I gotta finish. So once I finish that, hopefully I'll be okay. But I'm gonna be taking those pills until they're done, and then we'll see where we're at. But unfortunately, for the first time, and one here by Hartenstein. For the first time in 5 years, 5? Yes, for the first time in 5 years, my allergies actually got me this time because I took shots, so my allergies don't bother me. But this year, the pollen was strong enough that it broke free and I got affected by my allergies. So I'm just dealing with it all spring. Pacers are a second half team. That's fair. Pacers are the better team at coming back, but Thunder are better at starting off fast. We'll see how things go down the stretch. Neither team won't have much of a problem if they fall behind. We've seen both come back really quick multiple times. This is going to come down to the fourth quarter. 28-17 right now. Obi Toppin for 3. He puts it in. Obi Toppin cuts it down to 8. 25 seconds left. Good 2-for-1 situation here, but a foul was called, so I'm pretty sure SGA is going to the free throw line for his first free throws of the game. Yep. First free throws of the game here for SGA. SGA hits his first free throw. Oh wait, I was trying to do something here. Move. SGA missed the second free throw. Toppin with the rebound. This should be the final possession of the quarter here. We'll see. Halliburton being guarded heavily by Dort. Lou Dort's been everywhere. He's playing great defense to start this game off. Halliburton, step back 3, got swarmed right there. Then Neesmith drives. He gets stripped. Another turnover here for the Pacers. SGA at the basket, can't make the layup. And that's going to end the first quarter. Right now, OKC's defense is clamping up the Pacers' offense. Suffocating, just absolutely tormenting defense. Tormenting defense by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They forced how many turnovers? 9 turnovers, maybe 10? Let me take a look at this. We're going to take a look at some stats here at the end of this quarter. OKC up 29-20 after 1 quarter of basketball. Taking a look at some of the stats here. The Oklahoma City Thunder have forced 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers forced in the first quarter. 9 turnovers forced by this defense. 9 turnovers forced by this defense. Wow. After 1 quarter of basketball, the Pacers are shooting 47% from the field and 33% from 3. Meanwhile, OKC shooting 40% from the field and 50% from the 3-point line. Siakam with 4 points, leading his score. Well, actually, him and TJ McConnell both got 4 points. Siakam with 4, Turner with 3, Nemhard with 3, Halliburton with 3, Neesmith with still scoreless, and he's leading the team in turnovers because he's got 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Oh, he's tied for leading with turnovers because he and Obi Toppin. Neesmith and Obi Toppin both have 3 turnovers here, but Obi Toppin did make a 3. He has 3 points, 4 points from TJ McConnell. Meanwhile, for OKC. It's kind of interesting how this whole aspect is because Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench is doing damage. He's got 7 points, 3 for Caruso, 2 for Isaiah Joe, 2 points from Chet, 3 from Jalen Williams. Dort and Wallace are scoreless, and SGA, the MVP, leading all scorers with 12 points in the first quarter. SGA is taking his shots, and he is not afraid to initiate the contact and go finish tough at the rim. So, yeah. OKC through 1. Looking good. Indiana, they've got to cut down the turnovers. If you turn the ball over 9 times in a quarter, you're obviously going to be down double digits, or even close to being down double digits. If it helps the Pacers in this situation, you've turned the ball over 9 times and you're only down by 9. You turn the ball over 9 times and you're down by 9. So you got to be happy with that. Is that a record for turnovers in an NBA Finals quarter? I could look that up. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. The record for most turnovers by a team in a single quarter during the NBA Finals is 12. It was set by the Boston Celtics. Wait, what? Wait, what? This is wrong. Hold on. No. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. That's just wrong. I don't know what this is. 31-23. Still looking for this. Oh God, please don't be who I think it is, because this is a clear typo. This is wrong. Foul on Caruso here. I actually can't find it. But that's not a record. I cannot find the name of the team because what I'm seeing here is wrong. All right, this is the most turnovers in a quarter for a team, and that's 13. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, most turnovers in a quarter. Let me do this and let's see if we can find. There we go. No, that's not it either. I need to see. We're in June. Give me a moment with June. Yeah, I cannot seem to find it. 31-25 here. Thunder with the ball. Siakam with 6 points here in the first half. Good pass. Caruso, tough layup, and he gets it. Back to an 8-point game, 33-25. Siakam fouled by J-Dub. Mathurin puts up a shot, bounces off the back iron, rebound goes to the Thunder. Alex Caruso driving, tough finish, and he's fouled. Yeah, I cannot find this. I can't find this specific thing, so I'm not exactly sure. I have no idea what the number is. I saw one thing there, but I don't think that was the correct thing. Caruso at the free throw line hit his first free throw, 34-25. Second free throw is good. Indiana is now down by 10 once again, and they have the ball trying to cut this lead back in single digits. Siakam with the ball to Shepherd. Shepherd pops the three, puts it in. Good three there by Shepherd. Shepherd hits the three, makes it a 7-point game. Here comes the Thunder once again. Hartshine with the ball. He's going to drive on Turner. Tough finish, can't get it. Rebound goes to the Thunder, and a three. In and out. Shepherd gets it. He's going to get it to Mathurin. Mathurin gets it back to Shepherd. Shepherd back to Mathurin. Mathurin to Toppin. Toppin to Siakam. That's the matchup you're looking for. J-Dub guarding Siakam. That's a mismatch right there. He needs help. Siakam, he needs help. Good attempt there, but nice defense to at least be able to manage that one-on-one matchup with Siakam. Siakam just missed a shot. He had it. Look, he just missed a shot. Jalen Williams puts the shot up, no good, but he's going to the free throw line. First free throw is good for J-Dub. J-Dub makes both. 37-28. Here's Toppin to Shepherd. Shepherd for three. In and out. Turner gets the ball and he gets stripped right there. Oh my goodness. Holmgren can't make the shot, but he is fouled. He's going to the line. There's a free throw there for for Chet Holmgren. Pacers are starting to get manhandled, man. They are starting to get manhandled. They're really starting to get manhandled. Ain't that Tatum got hurt and the Celtics blew those 20-point leads. I would have loved to basically see two all-time great teams go at it. The Celtics last year was a historical team and kept their same core, versus the Thunder, who are on the historical pace. We would have been on so much. Well, I'm glad that the Celtics didn't make it because I hate the Celtics. But you know, oh, that's nearly a turnover again. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, if you can't hold on to a lead, it's not gonna matter. Besides, again, as much as we want to talk about the Celtics, Turner's going to the free throw line to get some free throws. He was fouled by Dort. As much as we talk about that Celtics team, the 2024 or 2024 2025 Celtics, not the same as the 2023 2024 Celtics. It's not. I'm sorry if I have to point this out, but that Celtics team was probably not going to do much here, specifically because you hadn't seen much. I don't know if it's probably due to age or what, but Drew Holiday this season wasn't even remotely close to being the Drew Holiday we saw last year. And most importantly, Porzingis couldn't provide. He's going. I don't know what the hell he's dealing with, but Porzingis is dealing with something. And he was in and out of the lineup. He can't play basketball much. So two of your core pieces, one of them can't even be on the court to play. The other just looks like a shell of himself. That wouldn't have been a good matchup with the Thunder. They wouldn't have been able to keep up. It would have been interesting in name only, but Now who knows? Maybe if those threes hit consistently, then sure, maybe you get something out of that. I don't know. Sucks what happened to Jason Tatum though. Look at this. Look at this defense. And then offensive rebounds. Look at all these second chance opportunities. If the Pacers do not stop these offensive rebounds, they're going to be in serious trouble. Halliburton pops the three. It's good. Tyrese Halliburton, second shot made here, and a timeout called by the Thunder. The Pacers have come back and brought this to 6. 39-33. They were down by as much as 11. They've cut it to 6. Halliburton trying to warm up himself here. They cut it to a 6-point game. Magic Johnson holds the record for the most turnovers in a single NBA Finals game, committing 10 turnovers during Game 5 of the 1980s Finals. Oh, you wanted to know the person who holds the most turnovers? I was looking for the team. I didn't know which team committed the most turnovers. I couldn't find out. I saw that about Magic. I couldn't find the team aspect. This is why I hate the Celtics as well. I'm a Luka fan, so I was rooting for the Mavs last year, and Porzingis turned into Super Saiyan last year in the finals, and then just went back to normal. Again, I mean, I'm not going to say again, but it is what it is, man. They won a championship. Congrats to them. It sucks what happened about Tatum, though. Though I'll sit back and continue to argue that things could have been differently if the other opponents they faced off with in the Eastern Conference were healthy. For as much as people want to praise the Celtics do have a nasty habit of underperforming in games against certain matchups. That's all I'm saying. It's not like we haven't seen this. I agree with you. They played a bunch of not so great teams on their road to the finals, so they were able to stay healthy. While the Mavs had to go through a gauntlet in the West against OKC and Minnesota. If you let Celtics fans tell it to you, they would have won. It wouldn't have mattered. If you let Celtics fans tell you, it wouldn't have mattered. They were going to win no matter what. It didn't matter that their conference finals opponents were missing their best players. It didn't matter. They were going to win and get to the finals anyway. Even though the Celtics have showcased that in high-pressure situations, they've tended to fold in these playoffs. But, I guess that doesn't matter now. Either way, they won the championship. There's no point in talking about what-if scenarios. They won the championship last year. Now you just look towards your future, your future in terms of your franchise player, in terms of getting him, back to where he needs to be. You already know next season's forfeited. You just look towards 2027. 6-point game here in Oklahoma City in the first half of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. SGA being guarded by Nembhard. SGA pops the midi and hits it with ease. You give him any level of space, he's going to hit. So Nembhard, you can't let him get space. Lou Dort playing frustrating defense here, man. Oh, Halliburton. He had a chance to try to shoot that. They swarm him. Nesmith nearly loses the ball. Nesmith has to pop a tough three. He's not going to get that. He was contested. Defense all over that. Here comes Chet Holmgren. Chet driving. Chet spinning. Going to try to put this over. Turner, he can't get it. Good defense by Miles Turner. Good defense by Miles Turner. Nesmith to Turner. They're trying to get it to Halliburton. Turner gets it to Nesmith. Nesmith to Nembhard. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. You got to make a choice. Nembhard. You got to be able to make a choice. He's going to get fouled? Nembhard's going to get fouled. Nembhard drives and got fouled. He's going to the free throw line. 41-33 game here. 6:37 left to go here in the first half. Nembhard got the contact. He's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Nembhard free throw good. Nembhard misses a second free throw. Isaiah Joe drive to the basket. Misses the layup though. Ooh. Rebound goes to the Pacers. Offensive foul on Nembhard. These are just mistake after mistake after mistake. Mistake after mistake after mistake. Next season? Oh no, this is not going to be next season. That's why I said 2027. It won't be next season. It'll be 2027 when Tatum's fully back. It's going to take you about 2 years to recover from a ruptured, from a torn Achilles. That's 2 years that you're going to miss. Well, 2 years between you, last playing. But essentially it's a year. SGA for 3. He doesn't hit that 3. Rebound goes to Halliburton. Burton going, driving. Halliburton looking. Gets it to Nesmith. Nesmith's going to drive. Nesmith to the corner. Nembhard open 3. He can't hit it. They've got to hit their open shots, man. They've got to hit their open shots. OKC's going to drive. That's a foul. That's a foul. And now, wow. And wow. There was contact there initially, and there was no foul called. And then Nesmith gets fouled here. Half and half. I think that was a foul. Legitimately thought that was a foul. But it is what it is. Anyway, Nesmith is going to the free throw line to shoot some free throws here. He can cut this lead to 5. And he makes the first one. $41-35. Nesmith, second free throw. He misses. The ball gets tipped out back to Siakam. Siakam drives. Siakam layup good, and they got a 3-point play out of that one. Indiana cuts the lead to 4, 41-37. Siakam with 8 points here. Lou Dort for 3. He splashes it. Lou Dort hits the 3. Brings it back to 7. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton getting the screen. He gets space, but he immediately gets locked up there. He's being guarded by Chet Holmgren. Halliburton tried to get, oh my goodness, he tried to dump it down to Turner. Turner ain't got hands, and he loses the ball again. SGA, step back 3. He can't hit it. That step back 3 has not been hitting early on here for SGA. He's still trying to get in the rhythm. Offensive foul by Miles Turner. I mean, just what are the Pacers doing? Just dumb. Just how many mistakes are you gonna make? This is multiple offensive fouls. What are you doing? Use your head. 15 turnovers. 15 turnovers. What are you doing, Miles Turner? You've got your arm wrapped around his. What are you doing? Oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Chet for 3. He can't hit it. Oh, my goodness. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. This is ridiculous. Dort for 3. Hits it. Rick Carlisle, call a timeout and go. Like, what? Oh, my God. 10-point lead. Timeout, Indiana. They can't get out their own way. If they stop turning the ball over, they wouldn't be in this. Oh, my God. Oh, all right, bro. Give me a second. 10-point lead. I have to step out. This is ridiculous. Miles Turner over here putting a chokehold on SGA. No hands. Obi Toppin just throwing the ball away. Nobody just paying attention, getting stripped. What is Indiana doing? I don't know what the Pacers are doing. All they're doing is just turning the ball over. Carlisle, go talk to this team, bro. 4-12 second quarter, down 10 is not bad for either team. Yeah, it's not bad, but the Pacers just can't get out their own way. 15 turnovers? 15 turnovers. 15 turnovers in the first half. 15 turnovers. There's still 4 minutes left in the half, and they've turned the ball over 15 times. Are they going to turn it over 30 times today? They can't stop turning the ball over. Credit to OKC because their defense is swarming the hell out of them, and they're causing all of this. That defense by OKC, they're forcing these turnovers. But there's also recklessness, like the stupid offensive fouls that you're getting from freaking Miles Turner. Just dumb decision after oh, yeah. Good defense nearly lost the ball right there. All these damn turnovers. Nobody can hold on to the basketball right now. Siakam at 5. He's got to shoot it, and he's swarmed. Siakam, that's just perfect defense. Oh, my goodness. That was beautiful defense. That was beautiful defense. That was beautiful defense. That was beautiful defense. Another turnover, by the way. Just the Pacers look lost right now. I don't know what they're doing, bro. Caruso for 3. Matt. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Another turnover. Offensive foul this time. Good job on Neesmith for putting his body in the line to get that. But 17 turnovers and a half. 17 turnovers? How are you playing this bad? How are you turning the ball over this much? 17 turnovers? Almost choked myself right there. Choked my own spit because I'm yelling right now. 17 turnovers? Oh, God. Most in any half this season for the Pacers. 17 turnovers in this first half. That's the most the Pacers have turned over the ball all season. In a half. All season. Neesmith to McConnell. McConnell, get away from the three-point line, buddy. You are not a shooter in any aspect. Oh, look, another turnover. 18. And an open 3 for J-Dub. He's got to hit those. OKC's three-point shooting is keeping Indiana in the game. OKC's three-point shooting is keeping Indiana in the game. Toppin for 3, he can't hit. OKC's three-point shooting is not, it's kind of dissipated this second half. OKC's shooting 34% from the field. That's what's keeping them in the game. They're not shooting the ball well. Lou Dort is hitting threes, though. He's hit 3 threes, and now it's a 13-point game. The Pacers just, oh my God, they're playing so awful. Another turnover. Okay, they're just ridiculous. There's nothing you can say. They're playing so awful. SGA for 3, and SGA is just bricking these threes. SGA cannot hit a 3 to save his life right now. Meanwhile, the Pacers are just handing the ball to OKC every possession. What are they doing? Oh God, McConnell for 3. And somehow TJ McConnell hit a 3. That boy is not a three-point shooter. 2 minutes left. TJ McConnell with 7 points. He's hit all 3 of his shots. Williams. Tough shot that bounces in. 52-40. 1:45 left. Can the Pacers get this going? Neesmith for 3. Neesmith splashes a 3. It's back to a 9-point game. 52-43. 90 seconds left to go in the first half of game 1. J-Dub looking to get it to SGA. SGA is shooting poorly in this first half. He's taking a lot of shots, and he's shooting poorly. A tough layup there by SGA. Tough layup there. 54-43. TJ McConnell drives. Gets it to Obi Toppin, who fakes the 3. Gets it to McConnell. McConnell, easy jump shot right there. Good look right there. 54-45. A minute left to go in this game. Excuse me. A minute left to go in this half. It's not over yet. A minute left to go in this half. Pacers acting like they didn't watch film of OKC the whole week. SGA finally gets that 3. He's got 19 points in the first half. He's shooting 8 of 18 from the field. It's not the most efficient half, but he's still getting those shots up. For having much more turnovers than the Pacers, you would think they'd be winning by like 25 plus. Yeah, well, the thing is, OKC's not really shooting well from the field. They're shooting like 35, 36% from the field. So they're not shooting well from the field. And because they're not hitting their shots consistently, that's what's keeping the Pacers in. All these turnovers are happening, but OKC's not shooting well from the field. If they were shooting better from the field, then you could sit back and say they'd be up 25 plus. But they're not shooting well from the field. 33 seconds left. You can get a 2-for-1 situation here. Siakam can't get it. Rebound goes to Chet. SGA to Chet. Chet missed the shot. Final possession of the quarter here if they just take their time. Don't rush it. You got 10 seconds now. Halliburton turns the ball over. 5 seconds left. SGA before the half ends. He's got to put it up. Caruso can't hit the shot. And that's going to be halftime here. The Indiana Pacers played awful in this first half. They're shooting 42%. They're not playing terrible, but man, 41% from the field, 42% from three. They turned the ball over 20 times. You can't turn the ball over this many times, man. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, OKC, 18 times. Meanwhile, OKC, they're shooting 37% from the field and 39% from three. OKC's shooting poorly and they're up 12. That's because of the immense amount of turnovers that you're seeing here by the Pacers. Either way, Thunder up by 12 here in the first half. We'll see what happens in the second half. Pacers, if they want to get back into this, they've got to stop turning the ball over. OKC, if you don't want to blow this lead, you've got to shoot better. But it's game one. It's a fill-out game. OKC's trying to get in rhythm. Indiana's got to have to figure out how to not turn the ball over that many times because they're getting stripped left and right. They got to be more aware of guys around them. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Until then, I will see you guys in the second half. Second half here. Let's see what the Pacers do to start off this second half. Down by 12. How did the Pacers come out of the locker room? Well, they start with a Nemhard miss. A rebound by Turner. Siakam gets the ball. They get it to Halliburton. Halliburton open for three. He can't hit it. So that's kind of how the Pacers start off here. Neesmith all over SGA. And SGA, his shot just rattles in. 14-point lead here for the Thunder. Again, the Pacers right now, I don't know what they can do to get back in this, man. Halliburton gets it to Turner, and Turner finishes with the layup. The Pacers have to focus on not turning the ball over here in the second half. If they don't turn it over, they're going to stay in this game. The Thunder just got to shoot better. They'd be up by 20 plus if they were shooting better. Good defense right there. Nice play by Turner. Siakam coming up the court. Layup is tough. Doesn't make it, but a foul is called, so Siakam's going to the free throw line. He has a chance to make this a 10-point game. And Siakam misses the first free throw. Siakam makes the second free throw. Rick Carlisle talking to the team at halftime. Rick Carlisle trying to get this team motivated to get back in this. As Siakam hits the second free throw. SGA with the ball being guarded by Nemhard, and he just drives right past Nemhard. Gets it to J-Dub in the corner, and J-Dub misses the three. Rebound goes to Siakam. Rebounding is big for the Pacers in this second half. That has to be a key thing they lock in on. They have to rebound. Siakam forces his way to the basket. He just does not finish. He tries to go one-on-one, tries to get himself set up. He tries to put that hook shot up, and it just doesn't fall in. Here comes SGA. Mid-range. Once he gets in that spot, it's automatic. Every time. Once SGA gets to his spot, it's automatic. It's back. It's actually a 13-point game, 13-point game. Neesmith with the ball, getting it back to Halliburton. Halliburton's going to pop the three. Halliburton's going to hit the back iron. Rebound goes to Neesmith. I'm sorry, to Nemhard. Nemhard to Turner. Turner to Siakam. Siakam for three. No good. And they're just not hitting shots now. They're not turning the ball over. They're rebounding. They're not turning the ball over. They're even playing good defense. They just can't hit the shot. Good pass, Halliburton to Siakam. Good layup. Nice bounce pass. 11-point game. 61-50. 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. They're starting to play better defensively. Wallace drives. Layup is good. Nice drive by Wallace. Got past Halliburton for the easy layup. Halliburton to Siakam. Siakam to Neesmith. Neesmith for three. Neesmith puts the three in. And he cuts the lead to 10. 63-53. Neesmith with 7 points. Good lob! Wallace to J-Dub for the lob. Siakam nearly turns the ball over, but gets it back. Halliburton to Turner. Turner being guarded heavily by Chet. He's got to be careful. They get it to Neesmith. Neesmith drives. Neesmith puts up the shot. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Neesmith. All right, Neesmith, you can't lead with your elbow. You damn near elbowed him in the face. Gotta be smarter there. OKC up by 12. Williams to the basket. He misses the shot. Rebound goes to Turner. He goes to Nemhard now. Nemhard to Neesmith. Neesmith to Halliburton. Halliburton to Nemhard. Nemhard to Halliburton. Halliburton being guarded heavily by Wallace. He's going to get a screen from Siakam. Now he's going to give it to Turner. Turner to Nemhard. Nemhard's got to put something up. He gets it to Neesmith. Neesmith for three. Neesmith misses the three, but Siakam was alone in the paint. He gets it and puts up the shot. It's good. 65-55, 7:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Siakam with 13 points. Good pass. SGA to Wallace for the layup. Good pass, good ball movement here by the Thunder. They're starting to attack Halliburton. Miles Turner fakes the three, drives. Oh, he got called for a travel. We all knew this was going to be a blowout. OKC defense is too good and aggressive. Looks like another boring finals. I mean, at least let's see how this goes before we make that assessment. At least let's see how the end of this game goes. Much of this playoffs, there's been a lot of teams pulling off comebacks. So it's hard to sit back and make that assessment and in terms of this finals already being cooked just by that. Let's see how the rest of this game goes and then we can make an assessment. Let's not forget this same Pacers team was down by 20 to the Knicks and came back in game one. There's been a bunch of a bunch of double-digit comebacks in this postseason. So it's hard for me to just make that assessment just already because there's way too much time left. It's not even a 20-point game. It's, 11 right now? There's too much time left for me to sit back and just say, oh, the Pacers are just outmatched. Let's see how the game goes here before we try to make an assessment. Let's at least see how game one finishes before we make that type of assessment because we're too quick to jump the gun. Everyone was quick to jump the gun when it came to the Knicks and the Pacers. Everyone was ready to write that off and say, well, Knicks going to the finals. Pacers look like this, and that. And then the Pacers did what they did in game one. Hell, I was getting ready to sign off in the final 2 minutes because as I back and said, the Pacers, to pull off this, given the amount of time that's left, it would take a miracle and a legendary choking performance. Well, we got that miracle, and we got that legendary choking performance. And Knicks fans for years to come will be thinking about game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's hard to just make that assessment that the Pacers they can't keep up with OKC. They're over. It's way too much time left, and the lead's not even close to being in that type of situation where you'd be like, oh yeah, this is over. Too early. We as fans have to stop making these early assessments. When there's way too much time on the clock, we can't be making these assessments, man. We're still in the third quarter. There's about 7 minutes left to go in the quarter, and it's not even that big of a lead. In this era where 20-point leads don't last, and in the postseason where we've seen nothing but 20-plus point deficits be erased. So many comebacks from teams. The Pacers have pulled off a 20-point comeback in every single playoff series they've had. They did it against the Bucks. They did it against the number one seeded Cavs. They did it against the Knicks. It's too early to just write the Pacers off. The Thunder are a historically great team, and they're not even playing well right now. The Pacers have made a lot of historical comebacks in this postseason. They're missing shots they normally make. Let's wait. Let's see how this game goes before we make that type of assessment. I just think it's a bit too early to make that kind of assessment about the game and say it's over when we're in the third quarter with too much time left on the clock. That's just a bit early to jump the gun. Now we're going to see how it goes but it's a bit too early to make that assessment. SGA drives. Oh, the ball gets tipped, but it gets to Wallace. Wallace has started to. Ooh. It was nearly a lob for a J-Dub, and J-Dub couldn't put it in. Halliburton with the spin move. Halliburton, mid-range jump shot, he puts it in. Halliburton makes it a 10-point game with 6.5 left to go. Dort for three, puts it in. Lou Dort is still on fire from the three-point line. They cannot let this guy keep shooting from three. He's the only one that's hot from three for the Thunder today. Obi Toppin fakes the three. Gets it to Halliburton. Halliburton to Nembhard. Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock here. He gets the ball back. He's got to put something up. He gets it to Toppin. Toppin for three. Obi Toppin hits a tough three right there with the shot clock winding down. Brings it back to within 10. What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you tuning in. Lou Dort is still on fire from three, and he hit another one. They have got to stop letting Lou Dort shoot these threes. Lou Dort can't miss from three right now. He's hit 5 threes. He's got 15 points. Nembhard to the basket. Layup good. 73-62. If they keep letting Lou Dort shoot these threes, they're going to be going home quickly. And you can't leave the paint wide open. Beautiful pass from SGA to Chet for the easy dunk. 75-62. Turner gets fouled. Indiana's still in it, but OKC continues to have the advantage here. Halliburton drives, puts up the shot, and he makes it. 75-64. Halliburton starting to find his offensive game here with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. SGA, mid-range, no good. Caruso tips the ball out back to SGA. SGA to Williams. Williams to Caruso. Caruso back to Williams. Williams fakes the three, drives. He gets blocked by Mathurin. What a defensive play by Mathurin. Nembhard with the ball, he's driving. Gonna kick it out to Halliburton. Halliburton for three. Halliburton misses the shot. Rebound goes to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, 75-64. Here comes SGA to the basket. But they're gonna call an offensive foul? They're gonna call an offensive foul on who? I think there may have been an illegal screen or something. But an offensive foul was called. How many games can Indiana win? I think they can win 2. I think this is going to be a 6-game series. I said OKC in 6. I think they can win 2. Probably would have to be at home. Then I don't see them winning in OKC. Obi Toppin for 3. Can't get that. You had a chance to cut it to 9 there. See, they cannot afford to come up with empty possessions, especially when you're able to get a stop against OKC. You've got to be able to capitalize. With their defense, you can't afford a lot of these type of mistakes. SGA is too damn good. And look at SGA just get to his spot. SGA is just getting to his spot. Not a single soul on this team can guard him. He's just getting to his spots, and there's nothing that the Pacers can do about it. Toppin. Nice pass and just puts the bucket in as good. See, the Pacers are still there. They just can't stop SGA. They're getting cooked by Lou Dort threes. It's there. SGA right now is just cooking. Now you got Thomas Bryant on him. Come on, guys. Guys. Foul. And 1, but they're not going to count the shot. SGA made the shot, but they won't count it. They're going to say it's on the floor. So the basket will not count. Why is Thomas Bryant guarding SGA? Jeez. SGA is just cooking anybody in front of him. Isaiah Joe with the ball gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein. He's got the ball. Hartenstein, look at the clock. Shot clock violation. It took too long. Alex Caruso made the shot. But they took too long. So it's not going to be a basket. Shot clock violation here. See, OKC's making some mistakes, but will the Pacers be able to capitalize? That's the question. Obi Toppin immediately gets stripped by Lou Dort, but Dort can't. Lou Dort knocks it out of his hands, but it goes out of bounds. He wasn't able to save it. This is what we're talking about. Indiana, they're swiping the ball. Protect the basketball. How many times do you got to get stripped before you just keep that in mind? How many times do you got to continue to lose the ball before you realize, hey, they're swiping at the ball every time we get in possession? We should be more careful with the basketball. Timeout Pacers. 3 minutes left to go. OKC up by 11. Rick Carlisle does not like what he's seen. They nearly turned the ball over here again. They're making mistakes. They're not capitalizing on these opportunities. OKC's making some mistakes. They're starting to turn the ball over as well. Oh, sorry. They're starting to miss more shots. You get a shot clock violation as well. You got to take advantage of this. OKC shooting 40% from the field and 43% from the three-point line. Meanwhile, Pacers are shooting 45% from the field and 38% from three. I mean, the opportunities are there and they're just not taking it. The opportunities are there clear as day and they're just not doing anything with it. The opportunity to get back into this is right there and they're just playing poorly. Excuse me. I got an hour I gotta wait before I can take that. Before I can take my medicine. It comes in waves now. It comes in waves. And I hate that it comes in waves. It bothers me at times. I just want this to be done and over with. I'll go to Dubai. I'd rather visit Dubai. I've heard so much good things about Dubai. In terms of how beautiful it is. I'd probably just go to Dubai. Oh, this is the perfect time to go get some water. I'll be back. One of the things about this cough, I have to constantly stay hydrated. I cannot believe the spring got me this year. 5 years of not getting bought and you hit me this year? Hey. So yeah, for anybody that's hearing me cough, just want to let you know I'm fine, I'm okay. It's nothing serious. It's just my allergies acting up for the first time in 5 years. So you go 5 years without dealing with any sort of allergies, all of a sudden it just sticks around. So I'm taking my medicine. I'll just have to deal with. Oh, look at the defense! What a block! Siakam got blocked. Here comes Caruso. Caruso to the basket. Layups no good, but Hartenstein with the dunk. Hartenstein with the dunk. 79-66. Halliburton to Mathurin. Mathurin to Bryant. Bryant puts in the slam. Thomas Bryant. The thing about it with Indiana is they're keeping up with OKC. It's just they can't make a stop. OKC scores, Pacers score. Thunder score, Pacers score. Thunder score, Pacers score. Thunder score, Pacers score. So if you can't make a stop, you can't get a dent in this lead. It keeps going back to 11 because they can't get in, like they're not making stops. And then when they do make stops, they don't score. Siakam for 3. Here's an opportunity. In and out. They have an opportunity to cut it to 8. You have an open shot. You don't make it. Guess what? OKC comes back on the other end. They make a shot. And then what do you do there? Caruso actually missed back-to-back threes. That's crazy. You're getting opportunities here. This is where the Pacers have to score. You're getting opportunities. You're getting open looks. You've got to go make a play. Halliburton. OKC committed a foul. Where? I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I never said anything was wrong with it. I just said I'd rather go to Dubai because I've heard anything. You can like one thing or hear good things about. I don't know anything about that other place. I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just said I've heard great things about Dubai. I would like to go see it. I've never heard anything about this place. It's not like I said anything's wrong with it, guys. Just because you like one thing, there's no aspect. You gotta understand. There's no aspect of pushing one thing up and minimizing another. Like I'm not trying to minimize. I'm not trying to minimize. What is it? Kuwait. I'm not trying to minimize that place. I don't know anything about it. The only reason I said I'd rather go to Dubai is because I've heard good things about it. So I would like to go see the place. I've heard it's very beautiful country. I would rather go see that because I've heard about it. I never heard about this other place. Didn't say anything about it. Didn't say anything was wrong with it. Never said it was a terrible place. I haven't heard of it. I'd rather go visit somewhere I've heard of to see what it's about. Come on, you can like one thing without minimizing. I keep saying minimize. You can like one thing without minimizing another. If I haven't heard anything about another place, and I've heard it, I'm just messing up myself right now. This cough is getting me, so let's back up. Meanwhile, they're on the timeout. So I said I'd rather go to Dubai because I've heard good things about the country of Dubai. I'd rather go there. I'd rather go, visit the land. I've heard a lot of great things about there. That's why I said I would rather go there. I said nothing about that other place because I've never heard about it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's amazing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not saying it doesn't have an amazing thing to do there. And I'm not saying it's not an amazing place to be. I haven't heard of that place. I have heard of Dubai. Most importantly, I've heard good things from other people about Dubai. So that's why I chose something I know. Has nothing to do with that other place. You could choose to go to one place without minimizing what another place could bring. I'd rather go here because I know about it. But that doesn't mean this other place is bad or there's anything wrong with it. I'd just rather go here. It's like, would you rather have a muffin or a cookie? I'd rather have a cookie. Well, what's wrong with muffins? I didn't say anything was wrong with muffins. I just would rather have a cookie. So again, you asked me would I rather go to one place or another. I gave you the one place. And you're like, well, what's wrong with the other place? I didn't say anything was wrong. You gave me a choice. If I give you a choice between A and B and you choose A, I can't say, well, what's wrong with B? Nothing's wrong with B. You gave me a choice. I got to take one. What about that? I would visit anywhere in the world. I don't mind it. It's just traveling. I'd visit anywhere. I'd visit anywhere as long as it's safe and I won't get killed over there. I'd visit anywhere. Anyway, that was a foul that was called. They are over the limit. So Mathurin's going to go shoot some free throws here. I didn't realize OKC was over the limit. So Mathurin's going to shoot some free throws here. I'd go visit anywhere that's safe and safe, won't get me harmed or maimed, and it's fine for tourism. Someone that's coming into that country, into that land, I don't mind traveling as long as I know my safety is going to be guaranteed. Mathurin hits both free throws. 79-70. See, the Pacers are still there. I might have had to stop what I'm doing to explain that because I was messing up my words through and through because I was like, wait, did I say something about the other place? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Isaiah Joe for three. Look at this. These second chance points, man. These second chance points have been killing Indiana all day long. McConnell to Bryant. Bryant for three. He puts it in. Thomas Bryant is all of a sudden hitting threes. So I really have to like slow it down and explain that you can like one place or choose one place without minimizing the other place. There's nothing wrong with the other plays. It's just I chose. You gave me a choice. I made the choice. Like I really was confused for a second. I was like, did I say something about the other country? I'm pretty sure I didn't. 48 seconds left. It's a 9-point game. The Pacers are still in this. They are still very much alive. SGA with the ball. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. He's going to drive on Mathurin. He's going to bump into Mathurin. Ref's not going to give him that. And now the Pacers have a chance to cut this to 7 or 6. Mathurin with the ball. Going to get it to McConnell. 25 seconds left to go here. TJ McConnell with the ball. Siakam's open for three. Siakam puts it in. It's a 6-point game. 16 seconds left. 82-76. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a game heading into the fourth quarter. SGA, final possession of the third quarter here. He's going to be guarded by Mathurin. Now he's going to be guarded by Shepard. 3 seconds left. SGA puts the three in. Oh, that was beautiful. SGA puts that three in and makes it a 9-point game heading into the fourth quarter. SGA is starting to connect on those threes. Through 3 quarters of game one, the Pacers are up by 9. SGA with 28 points. The MVP, looking like the MVP tonight because he's got 28 points. And he's starting to get a little bit more efficient. 28 points, 12 of 26 shooting, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. SGA starting to find his pace. He's starting to find his stroke, man. SGA is starting to get things going. And that's exactly what you want to see. Nine-point game heading into the fourth. Pacers are right there. The question is, can they find the way to close the gap in the fourth? Because they're right there with the Thunder. They're right there with the Thunder. They just got to find a way to close this out in terms of closing the gap. Every time they do something, you go look on the other side, and then bam! What ends up happening? They do something, you look on the other side, OKC does something. Then they do something again, OKC does something. And then they do something again, and OKC does something. And it's just a back and forth affair, and it's just like, man, if you're OKC, what can you, no, OKC, if you're Indiana, what can you do? Every time you go and score, they go and score, and it's just like, damn. Is there anything else we can do at this point? We keep scoring, and they keep scoring. If this just happens, we're never going to close the gap. Ah, boy. Here we go. 9-point game here. Caruso gets fouled. Ooh, Mathurin. Smack Caruso square in the head. Caruso, first free throw is good. 10-point game. Caruso makes both free throws. And once again, it's back to that magical number 11. Mathurin with the ball. Gonna get it to TJ McConnell. McConnell. He's gonna have to give it back out. McConnell puts up a shot, and he doesn't get it. Rebound goes to Hartenstein. Williams with the ball. Gonna get a screen. Now he's got space. He gets to the basket. Layup is good. $89-76. Foul is going to be called here on OKC. It's on Caruso. Good pass. Mathurin gets fouled. He's going to the line. Mathurin at the free throw line, 89-76. Mathurin, first free throw. He missed it. Mathurin's second free throw, he puts it in. $89-77. Good pass. Foul. TJ McConnell with the foul. And Wiggins is going to the free throw line. Are they calling this a shooting foul? Ooh. That's going to be a shooting foul. He misses the first free throw. But he makes the second one. So right now we just exchanged a free throw for both sides. Mathurin with the ball right now. He's going to drive. He puts up a layup. It's good. Mathurin trying to get himself going in the fourth quarter, trying to keep his team still in this. Ryan's down. Williams, layup, good. Sorry, I said Bryant. Excuse me. Mathurin was down. Mathurin is holding his elbow. He's got to come out. McConnell dancing. Oh, it gets deflected, but McConnell steals it. So TJ McConnell gets stripped by Wiggins, and then McConnell goes and steals it back himself. But they didn't reset the shot clock. So it's going to be Pacers ball, 92-79, and it's going to be Pacers ball. Whole new shot clock here for the Pacers. Down by 13. Siakam with the ball. Siakam to the basket. In and out. Mathurin gets it. Can't put it in. Siakam gets the ball and it rolls out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Pacers. Pacers are struggling to score the basketball right now. They look lost out there. McConnell has to put it up. And that's a terrible pass. Rick Carlisle's got to call timeout after that. That's a terrible pass. What's going on, Daniel? 94-79, and it's looking bad for the Pacers. That was a horrible pass by TJ McConnell. You just put it up there, and it was easily stolen, and an easy dunk for Jalen Williams. That was a terrible pass. Good Lord, what are you doing out there? It's getting back to the Pacers. Timeout, Pacers. Gotta bring the starters back now. Game 2 is Sunday? That's good. Pacers got their starters back in immediately. Nembhard is fouled, and he's going to the free throw line. He got the N1. Just what they needed. And he hits the free throw. 3-point play, and Indiana brings it back to 12. The Pacers have to do a better job defensively. They just have to. The Pacers made a great play defensively, just could not hold on to the ball. Now, I mean, they could not save the ball. Great play defensively, they just couldn't save it. They had a chance. Oh, they had a chance. They stripped. Oh, my goodness, they had a chance. The Pacers had a chance. They could have cut this to 10. That was great defense. They just couldn't get the ball there. Oh, Caruso got fouled, hit the shot, and is going to the line. He gets an and one situation here. Obi Toppin playing a bit too aggressive, and it cost the Pacers here. Free throw, up. He missed it. And it's gonna be Pacers basketball. So he got the basket, missed the free throw. It's a 14-point game. 9 minutes left, still plenty of time in this game, but Pacers can't afford to keep giving up baskets. Nembhard to Toppin. Toppin for three. He puts it in. Obi Toppin hitting a three, and it's an 11-point game. 8:40 left to go. Pacers got to keep fighting. Got to keep this game competitive. Can they get this back down? There we go. All right, had to fix that. SGA is getting ready to come into the game. Williams misses the shot. Rebound goes to Neesmith. Nembhard gets to the basket, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound goes to Caruso. They had a chance to cut it to 9 there. You just couldn't make the shot. They're being aggressive and driving to the basket, which is good, but you're not going to be able to make every shot that way. It is what it is. You just play. Hartenstein, hook shot too strong. Rebound goes to Toppin. 7:55 left. They've got a chance to cut this to single digits. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton to Turner. Turner pulls up for three. Miles Turner hits the three. And an OKC timeout is here. 96-88. The Pacers coming out with a flurry, hitting some tough threes. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point game. Timeout OKC. The Pacers have found life and they're fighting again. Getting back into it. Tough three right there by Miles Turner. They're trying to keep this game competitive. There's still plenty of time left and plenty of basketball left to be played. SGA's coming back in this game, and he's going to come out here and look to close this game out because they're pulling a comeback. And if they continue to pull this comeback, it ain't going to be a good thing for OKC. Pacers continue to fight, though. That's what you want to see. The Pacers are continuing to fight. Oh, wow. Mommy and daddy are fighting, huh? That's a funny comment to someone. So I guess that little relationship is in shambles right now. Calling them mommy and daddy's crazy. But apparently that little relationship is It's not in a good place right now. Huh? Are you serious? I might just have to get it for the sake of getting it, but I'm broke right now. And bills are billing. Anyway, Pacers are fighting, guys. Pacers are fighting. They're still in this. Pacers have cut this game to 8. There's a movie about the Fantastic Four. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I know what this is. Yeah. I know. I've seen the promotions for this. 8-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. 8-point lead. 8-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 8-point game. Thunder are up by 8. They do have a lead, but it's an 8-point game because the Pacers just cut this to 8. 8-point game. 7:41 left. Let's see if Indiana can close this gap even more. Except when you make a mistake like that defensively, can you even hope to make a stop? A wide open play in the paint. Nope. Excuse me. Nobody was paying attention. He just cut. Nemhard being guarded by SGA, who's back in the game. Offensive foul. Miles Turner. That's just, why did you push SGA? What is Tyrese doing there? Stay with your man. He's too busy looking at the ball. You left the player wide open. Stay with who you're guarding. Just an easy cut. They're just attacking Halliburton because he's not paying attention. He's doing horrible defensively, and they're just attacking him. Stick with your guy. Look at this. He left another man. What is he doing? You're lucky Wallace missed that 3, but Halliburton is just he's not sticking with his guy. Obi Toppin for 3. Toppin puts it in. Obi Toppin is coming alive here. 7-point lead. 7-point lead. 7-point game with 6:40 left to go. 7-point game. Obi Toppin's got 17 points. Here comes Chet. Chet to J-Dub. J-Dub to Wallace. Starts to Dort. Dort for 3. In and out. Halliburton gets the rebound. And now we've got ourselves a really crazy game. Neesmith for 3. Neesmith can't hit. Turner gets it, and he's fouled. Miles Turner's going to the free throw line, and he can cut this game. He can cut this lead into 5. He can cut this lead to a 5-point game. They didn't call a shooting foul there. I thought they said he was on the ground. I thought they called a shooting foul. I thought Turner was going to the line. Instead, Miles Turner's going to fake the 3, sidestep, put up a 3. He banks a 3 in! Miles Turner bakes in a 3. It's a 4-point game. 98-94. The Pacers on a 12-2 run. 6 minutes left, and it's a 4-point game. The Thunder fans are rising, trying to bring morale back up. They can't let this stadium get quiet. SGA, he's fouled. Is he going to the line? It's going to be a shooting foul here. SGA is going to go shoot some free throws. SGA hits the free throw. 99-94. Now you've got a game. Now you've got a game, man. Now you've got a game. SGA makes both free throws. 194. 6-point game, excuse me. 6-point game with 6 minutes left to go. Pacers have found themselves here in the fourth. They're finding rhythm. They're getting stops and they're scoring points. Turner to Nembhard. Nembhard's going to drive. Nembhard to Turner. Turner mid-range. Miles Turner gets it. 4-point game. Miles Turner, he's coming alive. Obi Toppin, he's coming alive. Nembhard, he's coming alive. Everybody's coming alive on the team. J-Dub drives. He gets fouled. He's going to the line now. All right, Jalen Williams at the free throw line with 2 free throws. First free throw's good. 5-point game. Second free throw, good. 6-point game here. 102-96. 5:24 left. We got a basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. Nembhard drives, layup, in and out. Chet with the rebound. They got to be careful here. It's a 6-point game. You cannot let this climb back up. Got to be careful here. Got to get a defensive stop. Time's winding down. You can't afford to give that up. That's good defense right there by Miles Turner. Halliburton with the rebound. Halliburton driving on SGA. He puts the layup. It's good. Halliburton gets the layup. Cuts the lead to 4. 102-98. 4:45 left to go in game 1 of the NBA Finals. Chet drives. He puts the layup. He missed it. Chet missed the layup. The Pacers can cut it to 2 or 1. Nembhard nearly loses the ball. He gets it back. They can cut this lead to 2. Nembhard being guarded heavily by Dort. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton to Turner for 3. Miles Turner missed the 3. He could have cut it to 1. OKC, lucky they get a stop. They get a stop. 4:12 left. 4-point game. Chet has missed a point-blank layup right there. Miles Turner was open for 3. He couldn't get it. SGA splits the double team. He puts up the shot. It's good. 104-98. 4 minutes left to go. It's anybody's game right now. Pacers still have a chance. Halliburton. He's going to get a look for 3. Nothing there. Nembhard stuck in the corner. Back out to Halliburton. Halliburton being guarded by Chet. Halliburton, step back. 3. He can't make it. Rebound goes to J-Dub. And the Pacers are going cold offensively. Here comes the MVP in SGA to close out game 1. 3.5 left to go. 6-point lead. Here we go. SGA gets past. He gets past Halliburton, but Halliburton fouls him. The MVP has shown up here in game 1. Are the Pacers over the limit? Because if they are, SGA is going to the free throw line. They're over the limit. SGA has 32 points. The MVP showed up today. He has a chance to make this an 8-point game now. 3:24 left. The Pacers are going to feel this. They had a chance to cut this to 1, and they blew it. The Thunder have regained control. SGA slowed it down. 7-point game. They've regained control. Pacers, they're going to have to bring the intensity here these last 3.5 minutes. Both free throws made. It's an 8-point game, and right now the Pacers cannot afford any mistakes. They've got to get points up, and they've got to find a way to make some stops. Halliburton, got to show up here now, buddy. Beat Halliburton being guarded by SGA. Halliburton, tough shot, can't get it. Siakam gets it, puts the shot up, no good, but he's fouled. He's going to the line. Siakam's going for 2 free throws. Siakam misses his first free throw, and missing these free throws. This is not the time to miss free throws if you're Siakam, man. You got to step up and hit your free throws. You have got to step up and hit your free throws. Game's on the line now. You miss your free throws in this situation, you just cost your team at this point. He missed both free throws. A lane violation on OKC. So Siakam's going to get to shoot that second free throw. Oh, yeah. They're going to bring Obi Toppin back in for these last 3 minutes, potentially. Miles Turner's going to go sit down. I know Miles pissed off with himself. He had a chance to cut it to 1. Siakam missing both free throws is not a good look. You got lucky there. You've got to step up and hit your free throws. This is the NBA Finals, buddy. He hits the second one. You've got to step up and hit your free throws. This is the NBA Finals. This is not the time to be missing these free throws. They're going to do full court pressure here. Nembhard pushed Caruso down, but I guess they're going to sit back and say he tried to get a foul there on the flop. Oh! What? All right, you're doing too much, ref. How was that a foul? No, let me see. Go back and let me see the replay. Halliburton is stuck. How was that? I need to see. Did he hit his hand? That's a foul. He hit him in his... Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, he hit him in his hand. It's a reaching foul. He hit him in his hand. And just like that... At this point, OKC is just closing this game out at the free throw line. They have... The Pacers are over the limit. They cannot afford to foul. And they have no chance against SGA. He's going to rack up these points at the line. And at this point, Indiana's pretty much as good as cooked. Because they have to play these last 3 minutes with no mistakes. They can't commit any fouls, and they've got to score. Obi Toppin being berated. Neesmith for 3. Neesmith hits the 3. 108-102. It's a 6-point game. But here's the thing. The Pacers have to play defense without fouling. If they foul, free throws. Any foul is 3 free throws. Not 3, excuse me, 2 free throws. SGA. Williams fakes the three. He can't hit it. Neesmith gets the ball. They've got a chance now. It's a 6-point game. Nembhard's got to be careful here. The pressure of the OKC defense is showing. Nembhard being guarded by SGA. Nembhard. He's going to pop the three. Oh, he put it in! Nembhard hits the three. It's a 3-point game with 2 minutes. 3-point game, 2 minutes left to go. 3-point game, 2 minutes left to go. The Pacers are 6 of 9 from the 3-point line in this quarter. OKC is 0 of 4. The Pacers are within 3. They are within 3. Dort, they need the three. He can't hit it. They got the rebound. Here comes Halliburton. He can tie it here. Tyrese to Neesmith. Neesmith to the basket. He gets blocked. Good defense. No foul there. Here comes SGA. SGA drives. He puts in the layup. It's good. 1:27 left. Neesmith had a chance for an open three. He tried the drive. Oh! Good defense, but a foul was called on Caruso. They're going to say it's a foul. That was fantastic defense by Lu Dort. Went straight up, waited to see when Nembhard was going to shoot it, and then blocked it. Perfectly timed, too. Nembhard's getting free throws. Can't afford to miss those free throws right now. He makes the first one. Bounced around a few times, but he made the first one. It's anybody's game right now. It's excuse me. It's anybody's game right now. Nembhard hits both free throws. 110, 107. Both teams are over the penalty. Any mistake, any foul is automatic free throws. 119 left to go here in game 1. 110, 107. Both teams have 2 timeouts. It's anybody's ball game right now. SGA, the MVP, gets blocked. Siakam with the defense. They can tie it here. Nembhard with the ball, a minute left to go. They can tie the game here. Nembhard, he's going to dance. Nembhard for three. He misses. Siakam, he got it. 1-point game. 110, 109. 45 seconds left to go. The Pacers have cut it to 1. One defensive stop. The Pacers are on a 10-2 run this last 2 minutes. They played these last 3 minutes perfectly. They just need one stop. It's up to the MVP. SGA, get to the J-Dub. J-Dub, get away from the 3-point line. He's going to drive. Williams puts up the shot. It's no good. It's no good. Siakam gets the ball, but he's out of bounds. Was he pushed, though? They're going to challenge this. They got to. They have no choice. You got to challenge it. Timeout. You got to challenge this. This is for the game. You got to challenge this. This is for the game. Rick Carlisle's going to challenge. This is for the game. They're challenging to see whether or not it was a foul. They're going to have to check this. Is that a foul or not? Because the ball it last touches Siakam. Is that a foul or not? It don't matter about the timeouts. It's a 1-point game. You have to use your challenge here. We're going to see what happens. This is huge. It could ultimately decide the game. If they say this is a foul, Siakam's going to the line. If they call this a foul, Siakam's going to shoot two free throws and have a chance to take the lead. If they rule this as a foul, Siakam goes to the line. This is the biggest call of the game. If it's not a foul, it's OKC's ball. If it's a foul, Siakam's going to the line for two free throws to try to take the lead. Unsuccessful challenge. Unsuccessful challenge. OKC retains possession. One timeout left for the Pacers. You got to take that chance. You have no choice. 22 seconds left. It could potentially decide the game. You got to take that chance. If you're the Pacers, you cannot give up a three. You cannot give up a three. 20 seconds left. You'll live. The MVP has a chance to take the lead here. You can't give up a three. SGA pulls up. He doesn't hit. Oh! Pacers have a rebound. They're not going to call a timeout. 6 seconds left. Halliburton. He's going for the game. Halliburton hit. That's the game. Halliburton hit. 0.3 seconds left. Tyrese Halliburton does it again. Tyrese Halliburton does it again. Tyrese Halliburton does it again. He hits the shot to take the lead with 0.3 seconds left. Tyrese Halliburton has done it again. He did it against the Bills. Oh my God. He's done it against the Milwaukee Bucks. He's done it against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He did it against the New York Knicks. That wasn't the game winner. Halliburton did it right here in game one. Not the time, Ma. Oh my God, timeout OKC. Oh my goodness. There's no way the Pacers did it again. There's no way the Pacers did it again. They did it again. There's no way. He just does this every time. He did it to the Bucks. He did it to the Cavs. He did it to the Knicks. And he just did it to the OKC Thunder with 0.3 seconds left. Oh my God. They have got to stop letting Tyrese Halliburton shoot these last second shots. 0.3 seconds left. Can you get a foul? Pacers have a chance to steal game one of the NBA Finals against a huge favorite. Oh, anyone who was talking, I told you guys, what did I tell you? Y'all talk about OKC. They just got this dominance, man. The Pacers look like they can't hang. This is about to be a quick series. I told you, with the way the playoffs have been going, you cannot make that type of statement. You can't. You can't make that statement. This playoffs have been riddled with nothing but comebacks. Nothing but comebacks. The Pacers have done this 3 times. You can't rule them out in games. They'll always stick around. So you can't make that assessment that, oh man, they can't hang. It was a 12-point game in the third quarter, and you thought they can't hang. The Thunder are dominating. No, the Pacers have been in this position 1, 2, 3, 4, how many times this postseason? And they've come through every single time. If Halliburton has a shot with the game on the line, he is going to take it, and he's going to make it. There's no way Tyrese Halliburton has done it again. He did it in every series, bro. If the Pacers win, this is going to be one of the biggest, one of the most legendary runs we've ever seen. Because Halliburton has done it to every single one of his opponents. He has stolen a game everywhere. OKC is shell-shocked. They cannot believe this. The Pacers have done what they needed to do. They needed to come on the road here in OKC and steal a game. Game 2, if the Thunder blow them out in Game 2, it don't matter. If the Thunder blow them out in Game 2, it does not matter. The Pacers did what they needed to do. They can go back to Indianapolis 1-1. It don't matter. 0.3 seconds left. Last play of the game. Nothing there. The Pacers they've taken Game 1. The Indiana Pacers have stolen Game 1 in OKC. The Pacers lead 1-0. Tyrese Halliburton has done it once again. He has shocked yet another team. I'm lost for words, bro. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. There's no way Halliburton did this again. He did it again. He did it against the Bucks. He did it against the Cavs. He did it against the Knicks. He did it against the Thunder. This is one of the most legendary runs we've ever seen. There's no way you do it to 4 teams. Halliburton. That's crazy. Pacers in 7. We going somewhere, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way he did this again. There's no There's no way he did that. I can't believe I saw they weren't taking a timeout, and I'm like, bro, there's no way Halliburton's going to do this again. There's no way Halliburton's going to do it again. And he does it again. You got to live with that, man. Halliburton, you got to live with that. Letting him take that shot is the worst thing you can do. I'm trapping him getting the ball out of his hands. I can't let Halliburton shoot that shot. He's done it far too many times. What is that now? 16 of 18, 17 of 19 in terms of go ahead tying or go ahead winning shots this season. He's highly efficient in those shots. You can't let him take that. 5th career game tying or go ahead field goals in the final 5 seconds. You can't let Halliburton take that shot. He's done it all postseason. If the game's on the line, it's a 2-point game, it's a 3-point game, it's a 1-point game, Halliburton's going to take that shot. And he's won when he's taking that shot. You can't let him take that shot, man. You cannot. You absolutely cannot let Halliburton take that shot. Doesn't matter what the Thunder do in Game 2. The Pacers did what they needed to do. Game 2, I ain't gonna lie. Game 2's probably gonna go to OKC. Game 2's gonna go to OKC if the Pacers win the series. I'm getting my ears pierced. Boom, baby. Speaking as a Pacers fan, this is our first ever finals win. Last time we were here, we were swept by the Lakers. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. By the way, whoever sat back and said this game was over because the Pacers can't hang, welcome. I guess you haven't been watching Pacer basketball this entire postseason. They've been doing this all year. And they've been doing this all postseason. No lead is safe with the Pacers. No lead is safe. In a 12-point game with the third quarter, someone said it's over. They can't hang. This game is boring. How do you like that? Y'all need to stop being overreactionary while the game is happening. Let's see how the game goes. And just like that, the Pacers complete yet another comeback. Tyrese Halliburton hits yet another game-winning shot, and yet another crazy come-from-behind upset win for the Indiana Pacers to get the 1-0 advantage lead here in the NBA Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is all I've got for you. I will see you guys on Sunday for Game 2. Pacers steal Game 1. I'll see you guys in Game 2. Be sure to stay safe.